going? Rudy the Barber.
What's up?
What's going on, man?
Nothing much.
For those who don't know, this is my partner, brother from another mother. Been down. Yeah, we get that focus right, okay. Been down with me for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Where we at?
What we at? We at To The Bone.
To The Bone,
To
man.
The Bone Barbershop.
Appreciate everybody tuning in. To The Bone. We're gonna get it started. Everybody knows Rudy as the Rudy's a local legend. I'm gonna give him that. He don't gotta call himself that, but I'm gonna call him that. Rudy is a legend. In this barbering game, he been doing it for a while. He ain't new to this, he true to this. I'm giving him the Mayweather line.
He ain't new to this, he true to this.
He knew to true to this.
Right.
So my partner Rudy gave me my first one-on-one interview. We did one with my partner Michelle, Eminem podcast.
Yeah, we was doing sports.
Sports.
Yeah, we went over that and an acknowledgement of being in business.
Being in business.
For a barber. Yeah, it was cool though. I like that.
See, but this right here, this is a getting to know Rudy. And now I'm gonna hit him with some sports jazz, but this is getting to know Rudy the Barber. Period.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
So we're gonna start off with who is Rudy?
Rudy. Rudy is a fiction character that I got a name from my mother.
Okay.
from being most people don't know that my real name, but Rudy carried on from a start of just being. It started as back in the day where I grew up at. We used to play football. So as we playing football, tag football.
Yeah.
So we played tag football, and it was like every man gets the ball, get tackled.
Killer man.
Yeah. So you know how that be. So once we started doing that, I was the littlest person in the group. So when they come to tackle me, I fall. You ain't tackling me. I'm all right. You ain't gonna tackle me. I'm too pretty for this.
Yeah.
So once they get tackled, they used to always call me Rudy Poo. Man, you a Rudy Poo. My brothers them used to call me Rudy Poo. So that just stuck to me from growing up in that age. Like, yeah, you're Rudy Poo, so and so. So that way Rudy really came from. People didn't understand it.
I never knew that.
No, nobody never knew it. They'd be like, hey, wait, why your name Rudy? I'm like, man, this is better than being called, my name.
Yeah,
so
I got you.
I left it at that right there, and that was it. One day. And so now that it became to be Rudy the Barber. That's how it came off. So.
Cause that's what I knew. I didn't know your name was Tyrone until one day we were joking around or something like that. I'm like,
Tyrone.
Yeah. Who's that?
I blame my mom for that. But Tyrone is actually my uncle's name.
Okay.
My uncle's middle name.
Okay.
I got an uncle named Ernest Tyrone Bonaparte.
Okay.
So my mama named us after that. And I said, Mom, why you name me Tyrone? I want to be like a extraordinaire.
Levante.
Suave. I want to be one of them type fellas.
Or real hood name.
Yeah, I want to be a ghetto name. Like Cashmere. I wanted one of those. Like, what? I had to stick with Tyrone. And Tyrone was just. And Tyrone was, and then while me growing up in school, I had like 3 Tyrone. And it was wrong. I had Tyrone Felder, Tyrone Bowman, and I was Tyrone Bonaparte. So that just kept with it. Tyrone Bonaparte. That was like that. When Rudy came, I was like, oh, okay,
it's Rudy.
Gonna go.
Because it makes me stand out. Nothing wrong with that. So with your childhood, why did you? The thing I like about barbering, what I don't think we realize, especially in the black community, is the importance of barbering. And even the entrepreneurship or the economic effects of barbering, we should go to a higher standard. So what started you? What made you say I want to be a barber?
Long story. If you ever sit in my chair, I tell the story a lot because it means so much to me. As in the fact of growing up. On the hill, or I would say Stilton Road. It was kind of rough, but people say your childhood was rough, but my childhood was fun.
Okay.
I loved my childhood. So, with that being said, after we moved on Sellers Avenue, and right now they call it Hustle Ave. Cool. I know all those guys from over there. It's cool people. And so what happened was my brother didn't have a haircut. to go back to school. My little brother Face. Excuse me, my little brother Face, Louis Bonaparte. He didn't have a haircut to go back to school, so my uncle, which is then my cousin who worked for me now, JB, James Bonaparte. He worked.
Shout out JB.
JB, yeah, my little cousin. And he stuck by me thick and thin, and we working and we building right now. So long story short, his daddy had some clippers that I used to cut my little brother hair. So once I used his clippers and cut my little brother hair, the neighborhood started coming to me like, hey, Rudy, can you cut so-and-so hair? Can you cut this hair? Not knowing I'm already cutting the hair. So one of the local homeboys out the neighborhood, his mama saw me in a Chinese restaurant. And she was like, Rudy, I heard you cut hair in the neighborhood. Can you cut my son's hair? Me not knowing that her son was already coming to me, but he was lying.
So he was going to the shop.
He was going to the professional barber shop. But he was coming to me for $5. During that time, I was charging $5.
He keeping the extra money.
Yeah.
You know
but the extra money, what we would do, we'd go get a Chinese plate, and we'd go, we'd go blow one.
Life.
Yeah, we'd live life. We'd go blow one. So I just laughed at it, and I was like, yeah, well, he's coming to me now. Oh, he lying to me. He told me he wasn't coming, and so he never came around. So I said, well, yes, ma'am, I've been cutting hair for a little minute. Back then, I was cutting hair for like 6 months. I didn't know what I was doing. I was just cutting evens all over, just getting it. My little brother always needed a haircut. And the house that we stayed in on Sellers, it was a duplex. And at the bottom of the duplex, it was a garage. So, the hustle mentality in me, I made the garage at a barbershop. And it was like Rudy's Barbershop. And I was like, oh man, this feels so good. Like getting out of school, and then when I get out of school, I can cut hair, and we can go live life. And
how old were you at this time?
At this time, I was 14. I was 14 years old.
You hear the guys, he's 14 years old. When we got 14 years, this man is hustling, being an entrepreneur at 14. We can't get some 14-year-olds to go dump the trash.
You can't even dump the trash. But at 14, I took that in consideration, because then my family wouldn't let me cut their hair, but I always had other people that would let me cut. So eventually, 15, 16, I kept cutting hair, and I would get older people to come get their hair cut from me. So after they got their hair cut, it was like, oh wow, I'm doing something. So let me invest in my craft for a little bit. When instead of the old clippers my uncle used to cut his hair with, I went and bought me some clippers.
Some good clippers.
Yeah, they wasn't even good, bro. It was from Walmart.
Walls?
Yeah, I think it was some Walls. I can't even remember now. But there was some old clippers I used, and I kept investing in my craft. And then after that, we moved. So I always asked my mother. I was like, Mom, why do you always want to stay on the hill? Why you always, every time we on the hill? And she looked me dead in my face. She said, son, this is family. This is family, so this is all we know. Because mind you, where we stayed at, it was always a cousin, an uncle, a friend, an aunt that stayed
somebody right around
all in the area. So it was like, if I needed sugar for you, I would come to your house.
Survival.
If I need Kool-Aid, I'm coming. If I need some rice, I'm coming. But it was like that. So back then, I look at it now, my childhood was rough. But I never saw it.
Because you don't know what rough is until you're out of it.
Until you're out of it.
Man, we really had it.
We really had, I'm talking about hand-me-down clothes and we like toys. We ain't had no toys. We didn't have none of that. It was just growing up. We friends, we family, we brothers.
We gonna share.
Yeah, we gonna do what we gotta do to shine, man.
I tell you what, I love that. And speaking of growing up and moving back to the hill, Rudy told me something. I want them to explain it to you guys. I never forget it. I forgot the brother name. I know the brother from the church. He was in there to verify the story. I want you to tell them about you being on the hill and they having outhouses and say what year this was, so people get an understanding.
This was, if I was 14, I was 10, 11, 9, 10, 11. No, I wouldn't say 9, 10. I was like 8, 9.
Okay.
8, 9 during the time we used to stay on the hill, and there was a street called Seawright. And the lady, our landlord, her name was Sutcliffe. Miss Sutcliffe. She would come out and first collect her money. You know, us being, and the whole line was family. I had aunts, uncles, I had the Livingstons, the Joneses, the Bonapartes, the Hallmans, and all of us grew up on that same neighborhood. So we didn't never had a bathroom.
Okay.
So we had to go outside. So eventually she put an outhouse outside on each and every house.
And what, can you guess a year? What is this? Probably at 94, 95?
93, 94.
So this is 93, 94, not 1970, not 1960.
Bro.
This is 93 in Orangeburg. Because I don't think, sometimes we, and this is no offense to when people send money to Africa, because you allowed to send money wherever you want to send it to. But sometimes we don't know what people in America, in the hood, is going through then. Because when you told me that, I thought, we always joke around.
Right.
I thought it was a joke, so I never forget it. I forgot the brother's name. He was in the shop, and he said, "Yeah, I remember that." I'm like, "Oh, yeah, for real?"
Yeah. It's like outhouses, man. And then after she finally connected to the outhouses and put a bathroom on the back end.
Okay.
They started using the outhouse with like put your pampers in. Put your dog in, because we come up in a land that they raising horses. I mean, not horses. They're raising pigs, cows. I have seen my family members go out there and wring a chicken neck.
On the hill,
right there. You say, all right, go ahead and put the pot on. Let's pluck him real quick. And it was like, wow, like man, but that's my childhood. And it was so fun.
I think sometimes, man, I was talking to a guy today. Sometimes you sound like the old man.
Right.
That man, y'all don't understand. Y'all don't get it. But
I feel that way sometimes.
But for real, I like. Do you understand how good you have it?
Right now, you don't understand how. I'm saying I got 3 brothers. My brother Travis, my oldest brother Travis, my younger brother Face, Louis. That's the one who I cut his hair. I'm the middle boy, and they say I get my intensity, my outlook on life from being a middle child. And I look at it as if when my mama had she had her first son, everybody loved her. Oh yeah, I love Diane, she having a baby. Then it's the second child, Rudy, a year behind. Oh no, she out here doing what she's doing. She doing this. Oh, she living. So when that came around, I was like the backside. So then I had my younger brother 5 years later. My mama had my younger brother 5 years later. So I always had to be in the middle. I'm talking about we sleeping in one bed. My brother on one end, I'm on this end, my other brother on this end. So I'm smelling feet from both ends.
And all y'all in one bed?
We in one bed.
You got to make it work.
We in one bed, but they smelling my feet too, so it was the same
feet
thing.
Everywhere.
Feet everywhere. We just stayed nasty, just chilling, living. But it brought me to the point where I was like, nah, I would never see my family or my kids. If I have kids, I would never see them in that situation.
Okay.
So that just ran off from that one, and that was pretty cool.
Man, but hey, I'm glad you told that story because I'm saying because you're giving a perspective of Orangeburg, and now you're seeing, and we saying this for a reason, because I want y'all to see where he's coming from. That, and this encourages young brothers too, because you don't know, your story ain't no different. I don't care whatever the hardest thing you think you went through, somebody else went through it too.
Somebody done went through it and going through it right now.
So we're pretty much with that. So what made you decide to go from I'm cutting in the shop. I got Rudy's Barber Shop. I'm making good money. What made you say, you know what? I want to go legit now? Well, get my license.
Get my license. It was never go legit. It was just like, I'm tired of people coming to my house. Literally.
Yeah, I feel you on that.
I was just like, if I'm cutting hair, I got to get up in the morning, and then with us as individuals, we would tell fibs and be like, well, I got a funeral today, I got this today, I got to do this, I got to go, just so I can get up and I can cut hair. So I said, well, let me try and take it to a professional level, not knowing a professional level is more about licensing, business,
the hustle,
inquiring more that you understood. Because my thought process was, well, we just gonna cut hair, we gonna make money, cut hair, and then that led to something like, well, can I get in the shop? Can I make it in the shop? Can I be me? It was like, oh wow, well, we're Rudy. Well, and then they always say it's stigmas around the whole category that I go through in my life. They always would say, Rudy, when you gonna get in the shop? Once I got in the shop, they never came.
Cause now I gotta charge you shop price.
I gotta charge you shop
I got
price.
overhead.
And I've been charging you $7, which I done moved from $2 to $5 now to $7. So now I'm in a shop where this man needs his booth rent, so I'm charging you $12 to $10. Oh my God, man, damn, I've been knowing you. I come up with you. Damn, Ruth, how you gonna do that? So it's like, well, all right, well, do your thing, our people. Yeah. Our people. We build some humble experiences from our people.
So now with that, because all I know is in the as far as getting a license in the traditional sense. Correct me if I'm wrong. Did you have to go to like a Denmark Tech or something like that to get your license, or how were you able to make that happen?
Okay. Which I encourage all my young barbers right now. I understand that it's regulations where you can go through a school and get your license. But when I came up, and I encourage everyone to go this way. When I came up, I had like 4 barbershops that I used to call to try and get in. My first one was Barber Barbershop because that was in my neighborhood on Stilton.
That is right there.
Right. So I said, well, I could have walked there from here. Called him, and he was like, no, he didn't have no vacancies. Because a dude used to work the name Jay back in the day. Jay used to fade, man. I used to sit in his chair, and I ain't know how to fade that good, but I used to go to him. I spent my 12 hours to go to him just to close my eyes and be like, oh yeah, this is what he's doing. Okay. But not knowing I'm about to be the next barber. Call East End, he didn't have no openings. Call Whitaker Park, where they said they didn't have no openings. So last but not least, I called Fairs. Fairs Barbershop downtown, John Fair, Mr. Archie Fair. So when I called him, he was like, oh, because I had a homeboy named Man Frederick. He used to work there.
Okay.
He worked there, and he said, Rudy, I'm about to go to Virginia, man. You probably want to take my spot. I'm scared. I'm like, okay, what you mean spot? So when I go there, I call Archie. I was like, hey, brother, you know, I'm Rudy. Oh, man, I've been heard about you. Because my name was buzzing already. He was like, man, I've been heard about you. Come down here and bring three of your clients to cut their hair. I went and got 3 of my homeboys, Aaron, Twan, and my cousin Am.
Talking about Aaron Bud?
No, not
okay,
Aaron Fuzz, Aaron Jones.
Okay.
When they got him, and we went down there, I didn't even have to cut Aaron hair. I cut Twan hair, I cut my cousin Amp hair. By the time I finished cutting the hair, he was like, nah, you hired, man. You hired. I was like, oh, wow. But at the same time, I don't know nothing about no neck strips. Imagine now, I'm coming from a place where you put a towel around your neck and a clothes peg.
That's real. I got my hair cut in the basement or 2 before.
In a bathroom.
Yep,
I'm coming out of the bathroom. You sitting on my toilet and I'm cutting your hair.
Yep.
So what inspired me was, it was another brother that came out the hood named Buck. Buck was off the hill too.
I know Buck.
Buck was in school, Buck was working, and Buck was cutting hair. I was like, Buck, man, how can I get in the shop? That's really I wanted to go to East End because Buck was in East End and Buck was working. Buck was doing his thing. So I wanted to really get in there and because he inspired me so much.
He a legend.
Yeah, he's a legend. I had Buck, man, so man left, and I ended up coming to fairs. It took a little while for me to get in there, but when I get in there, it's like this is 2020.
Yep.
I'm just out of high school. My mom done kicked me off the chair.
It's not 2020.
It's not 2020, but what it is, 1920.
Oh, 2000.
2000, okay. Yeah. It was 2000. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry, I apologize. That's why mom was here. Straighten me out. So after I got there, it was like, man, I'm in a shop with all these older guys. I'm 20 years old and I got people in here. I got Jerry Montgomery, I got Roderick Davenport, I got Spark Plug, I got Mr. Fair, I got Archie Fair.
Let me tell you some guys. Everybody he's naming right now
got their own shop.
Got their own shop and can cut. Can
cut real good. So as I'm in there, mind you, I'm the errand boy. So they be, Rudy, go get a newspaper. Rudy, go get my clothes out the cleaners.
Got to pay your dues.
They jiving, they talk about it. I was called feets and teats. That's what this is job. Like, nigga, you can't cut no hair, you feet and teeth.
Yeah, okay.
So slowly but surely, I kept grinding and kept cutting. Mind you, making $100 a week, coming off AYP. I did the AYP in North America, so I done all that. So what inspired me to be not go away from Denmark Tech or the other schools? When you work up under someone, you apprentice. So you get money for cutting hair. At a school, you get a
you get a debt. That's what you get.
Yeah, well, okay, well you get a debt because at the end of the day they want their money.
You got that right.
But the sponsor at the school's gonna get paid. Yep. But in order for me to help you out, let's help each other out. Let's pay booth rent. Let me show you what you need to do, and let's go ahead and make it happen from that point of view. Okay. Yeah. So it was just. I would, like the question you asked, back to the question, I don't ramble a little bit, but back to the question you asked.
No, you answered it because a lot of people, the reason I wanted you to ramble, well, you're not rambling, I want you to speak your truth because I don't know because, if I don't know, I'm thinking, I'm speaking to people who don't know. because something like I don't know whether do you have to go to demonstrate your license, but I know because you be under somebody and do like an apprenticeship, which I think is better, especially for us, because if we in a certain, when I say us, certain men in from a certain environment, that
you don't have no money to kick out to. I mean, you'll get a financial aid, but later on the back end, you got to pay that out.
You got to pay that back.
So I'd rather you come to or go to
and learn
somebody
who
got a license, get it real, get the whole barbershop experience, where you can understand. Well, okay, well this is what he do, this is how he did it, this is what's going on. Instead of somebody putting your head in a book and be like, okay, do this that way, do this that way. And you gonna take the test and your mind is blown because you got so much common sense that's not understanding what's going on in the books.
You can't get it.
Can't get it.
So, man, that's great because I'm glad you expand on that.
It's just ways around it. I wouldn't say ways around it. You still gotta go through the book. Like I get barbers in here today. They'll say stuff like, "Rudy, can I come work with you?" Once I tell them the process of going through it, like it's a lot of backyard barbers where I came from, or how I'm coming up. It's a lot of backyard barbers that's doing their thing right now. But once you tell them how you gotta get your license or get your books to get in a professional shop, they back off.
So they get overwhelmed.
Yeah, they get overwhelmed, but then you'll see them on Instagram and Facebook, appointments only. Come to my house or come see me. That's because you don't have a license. Not discouraging or not saying anything about people with appointments only, but just keep building your craft and getting the books. The books is the main thing that you need. Cutting hair is easy, but you got to get this in your head that you have to learn. And with that, you got to have a 9th grade education. You got your TB's test. You got to get you gotta get a background check. There's a lot of things that you gotta go through that y'all on the outside don't see. All this glamour and Rudy cutting hair and this and that. You don't see the dumping the trash. You don't see the picking up the trash behind people.
Yeah, they locking the door. You know, one thing I like about barbering, and I don't care what barber goes to the United States, barbering is the one craft that I see besides sports. I say that I don't care. You a superstar. When you first come in the shop, you got to start from the bottom.
Always.
You got to start from the bottom. You got to dump the trash, lock the door, run the errands.
That's your way up. Once you build that, and then at the end of the day, when clients see you do that, they see you respecting your job. Or see
I remember when JB was doing that.
Jonathan.
We got 2 JBs.
Yeah.
JB who's at To The Bone and JB who's at Fed's Barbershop. Shout out JB. I remember both those guys dumping trash. Now, when I come in here, now I see JB got clients.
He's building, and JB from Feds got clients.
JB from Feds. JB from Feds working.
Yeah, he working. Yeah, they working. Shouts out to JB. Boy, what's up, man?
Feds working.
Yeah, but with that, it's always you got to build. Like how he was dumping trash, I was the same way.
Yeah.
So it's a stigma as it like we building up. We're growing as in the one that we are that we supposed to be.
And I remember.
I'm the barber. So. That's what I'm going by. I see a lot of the barbers out here, and that's cool. Okay. I like that. That's appreciative.
Everybody working.
Everybody working.
So now, speaking of that, we're gonna stay on that track. What are some of the struggles of being a small town barber? And when I say small town barber, that's not to demean anything. When I say small town barber is anything that's not a metropolitan city, being Charlotte, Columbia. Charleston, anything that
said, what's the stigma?
The struggles you think of being a small town barber, the struggles and the pros and cons. So we can do both of them. The pros and cons of being a small town barber. I want to hear from you as a barber, and I'm gonna tell you what I see as a customer.
As a customer, like looking towards.
Yeah, I'm gonna give my point of view as a customer. I want to hear what you say. You think some of the struggles of being a small town barber.
And right now in Orangeburg, where I'm at, small town barbering, it's like barbering. You can. It's a barbershop on every corner. Right now today, literally. Right now today, it's a barber. It's an area called a boulevard, which what's you laughing for?
It should be barbershop road.
Yeah, it should be barbershop road. But if you look at the times of academics or what's going on now, they're about to knock that down. And if you look at downtown, you look at downtown Orangeburg, it's a barbershop on every corner.
It is.
Where from Fairs at, it's a barbershop, style salon on every. So I call downtown the new boulevard. So every corner is a spot. If you look at it, it's a downtown is a new movement for barbers and stylists. So the stigma is keeping your clientele base well and having an atmosphere for your clients to come in. Once they come in, like I have a client come in, he's like, man, this is a nice shop, man. This shop's a little better than what I've been used to. So that's the stigma I use towards being in the barbering game and letting people know that, okay, as long as you feel comfortable, you can sit down and relax. Yeah. Like sometimes when you go to a shop, you be like, hey, Rudy, how many you got? I got 2. If the atmosphere is not right, all right, I'll be back. They're going to the next shop.
Yep.
But if you can sit in here, all right, Rudy, how many you got? I got 2. Okay, I'm going to walk up the street, get me this, get me a cup of ice, go do this, go do that. They'll rather sit and chill and relax and everything will be all peachy.
Yep.
But with the stigma of your pros and cons, people don't understand it's more work. Being an entrepreneur, I don't even call it entrepreneur. I call it working for myself.
That's what it is.
That's what I'm doing. Because if I'm not working for myself, I'm in here. I got to be the first one in. I got to be the last one to leave. I got to pay bills. I got to keep my staff or my peoples in order. So we all on a basic format. But just for being into the bone, it's more family.
Yeah, it is.
It's always family in here.
And if you don't work, you don't eat.
If you don't eat, and I'm hungry, bro.
You know,
bro, I'm hungry, man. My stomach. I look at people today. They be like, Rudy, do you have any competition or rivals out here? I really don't.
Let me tell you one thing I can say.
I really don't, bro.
Even when I was a single man, sometimes I used to go to fairs just to hang out with those guys. Like, cause you know, when you got a bald head struggle, baby, bald head united. You got to get that thing bald once a week, sometimes twice a week.
Twice a week, you got to get it right.
I'll always come in and hang out, and I promise you, and this is a fact, this guy would be there sometimes 12 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 1 o'clock, cutting. Cutting. 12. I said, like, man, so I'm thinking about if I not put 10 in, this cat got to be putting 16 hours.
He putting 16 hours. And big shouts out to my wife, man, Shayna. Because she stuck by me, man. I used to be in them shops 15, 12 hours a day. And it was like, Rudy, when you coming home? Like, baby, I got a dream. I'm working.
That's why the black woman is God.
The black woman is God. From behind every black man is a strong black woman.
Everyone.
I got to give her big shouts out. Because with her, my mother, my brothers, individuals like this right here that just want to see what's going on in my life. Because I'm more secluded. I don't do the Facebook. I do Instagram every now and then. I put a post up. You can follow me, Rudy Dababer 1 on Instagram. You can follow me there. That's where I do a lot of my posts. Sometimes my specials, my sponsors, or whatever I have going on, I use that for my platform. Facebook I don't use because it's more negative to me, because most of the time I don't like to see the RIP or the negative stuff that people got going. I don't want to know your business. I don't want to know what you eat this morning. I don't want to know who you fueling with. I don't want to know that, because that's not my business. My business is to give you a good haircut and watch you smile when you go out that door.
That's it, and then spread the word. If you gonna post something, post, hey, I got this cut from the barber. I just support your local business. Support who you support. And shout out to Shayna, because one thing LeBron James said, and I'm gonna let you compare your wife to LeBron James.
Damn. Yeah.
What's LeBron James' wife's name? Get that black queen. What up, Savannah?
Yeah, Savannah.
LeBron James said something. He said, why you love your wife so much? You know, he said, and this is exactly what you just said. Because she's allowed me to be great. The sacrifices that it takes for me to be great, it ain't easy cutting 16 hours of hair. But let me be great so we all can reap the benefits.
That's just it. After I finish eating, your plate full. Let me eat right now. As I get food, yours is so much.
I'm trying to tell you, man.
Awesome. Your plate is just on whelm. And I give a big shout out, man. There's been times when, you know, you got to bring the food in, or you got to do this. And she's there. She's a cook. I always tell her this. She be laughing. I said, I make the bread, you cook it.
There you go. Hey.
That's how we do.
Hey, and nothing wrong with that, man. I love it. Shouts out to her.
Yeah.
So now, staying on that, not you Pacific, what kind of money do you think, if a guy, he works hard, let's say he works, let's make him get, not lazy, but let's give him a medium, let's say he don't have quite Rudy work ethic, but he works 10 hours a day, Tuesday through Saturday. What kind of money do you think, he's not popping, but he's all right. What kind of money do you think a barber like that can bring in? 10 hours a day, Tuesday through Saturday, and he's not a Rudy,
Uh-huh.
but he's busy. We'll say that.
It varies. It varies. It's times where, you know, in Barber we got our certain peaks.
Mm-hmm.
You got your Valentine peaks. You got your Christmas peaks.
Okay.
You got your Mother Day peaks.
Mm-hmm.
It just varies on certain situations. Your New Year's Eve peaks.
Uh-huh.
But for a barber to really make an average amount of money, I would say in the range of $300 to $500. That's just you with your family support and with people. If you're a good barber, some barbers they all right, but like you said, average.
Yeah.
And it depends on your support system.
Okay.
If you have a good support system that's gonna come in there, because I have seen barbers that can't cut no hair a lick, but they have a gift of gab. I can talk to you.
So they're gonna come in.
So people gonna come.
I'm gonna take this bad cut.
Yeah, I'm gonna get your counseling.
Average cut.
I want
We
an
never
average
say a
cut.
bad cut.
Because you're in the shop, you should be average.
Yeah.
But the counseling that some barbers instill, there's different ways that you can talk to.
That is very true.
When I sit behind the chair, either I'm a father figure, I'm a guidance counselor,
mentor,
I'm a trash truck dumper, I'm a trash dumper, I'm a mentor, I'm someone that you look up to. Yes. It's a lot of job titles that you have dealing with this. I'm a taxi driver. I pick up kids, go to school. I do all that. It's an all around stigma of being a barber. So you have to look at the different ways. It's not all about just I'm gonna cut your hair. I'm that dude, so I'm gonna cut your hair. It's rough really and then being in Orangeburg, there's so many barbers that comes along and I can cut your hair. I had a client told me the other day. He said, man, one of the barbers, just started, came up to me. He said, who cuts your hair? He told him, Rudy. He said, he passed him the card and said, man, I can do better than that. That's what he told him. And the barber came back and told me who the barber was. I said, he's a cool fella, but the way he's going about his situation, I'm trying to build clientele, is a wrong stigma.
You can't do like that.
Because you don't do that. I never went up to a client and be like, oh, so-and-so, here you go. Here you go, Rudy, I'm the next barber. I never did that. I never would.
You just work.
Yeah, I work.
You tell I gotta give that credit because those are because I'm just keeping it 100. I wasn't going to fairs. What happened was I was bringing Jordan, my son, Jordan's now 16. I was bringing him to fairs because Rudy at that time was cutting his hair. Right. So I used to come in there, and I went to school with JB, and I ain't know nothing, I was being there just to support. And JB ain't never pressured me. Just one day I need a cut. I'm like, you know what, man? Hey, let me get a cut. Because he never like, yo, come on, man, I can do it. I like, give me a cut. And he gave me a cut, and I'm like, well, I'm not going back to that shop.
I'm over here, and I'm good, and he's pretty good, and he's working, so I'm gonna stay right here.
That's good.
Yeah.
But the reason I asked about the money is it wasn't for the adults; it was for like the young kids that they can see. Because I feel everybody ain't meant to go to college. Everybody's not meant to be whatever.
Yeah.
And I think
you don't have LeBron Jameses out here.
That's right.
You don't have that.
I think barbering is a respected craft. Especially in our community, we respect the barber.
It's also sorry for cutting you off. It's also a gift and a curse.
Okay, explain.
It's a gift and a curse because you get stigmatized on everything you do. Every place I stopped going out because not even going out because I don't party no more. If you see me out, I'm celebrating.
Yep.
But it's to the fact everything you do is scrutinized. It don't matter. Oh, I saw Rudy in the club, or oh, I saw so and so. It's that situation. Whatever you do is magnified. Like you can do something, and everybody, oh, Marlon so and so. But let Rudy do it. Oh, he's married. He's supposed to be with his wife, and he that. It's just stigmatized. So that's the curse of it. With people always in your business. But the gift is when I walk in Piggly Wiggly Reed's now, but Piggly Wiggly. And a young kid will come up to me and be like, hey, Mr. Rudy. Hey, Rudy, how you doing? Just smile. I done cut his hair. Hey, mama, there go Rudy, mama.
Yeah.
And the money good, but once I see that and put the smile on his face, and it's like, oh, man. I did my day.
Process success,
I did it.
That's the process of success.
It's just pros and cons, too.
Oh, yeah, that's with everything. And I can give Rudy sometimes, I'm a tutor. Rudy likes to downplay the fact that he's Rudy.
Right.
And when I say that, not tooting his own horn, but when you put the work in for something to be great, and people acknowledge that you're great, your humbleness is being like, no. But when you put the work in for something, that's just part of the reaping of the rewards. Now, sometimes those rewards might come to where you like you said, you be out somewhere, oh, that's Rudy. But they say that, or they be like, that's the guy who ain't got nobody in his chair. Yeah, that's the
he
guy.
Ain't doing that. The stigma's
he ain't
to
got
it,
it
man.
like that.
He ain't doing that. Oh, he flexing. He doing this. There's no flexing. There's no procrastination. It's just work. Just if anyone I can tell that if you work hard,
You will get it.
you will get it. People, I have lost so many friends, family members, people that evidently saw that I was supposed to be who I am, but I'm my own biggest critic. I look at myself and I put a picture up on Instagram while I look at it and I go back through it. I put 4 or 5 pictures. I cut the hair, I look at it and be like, that's not right.
Your own worst critic.
I'm my worst critic. And so when people ask, they'll say something like, who you think the top 5 barbers? I say, I'm number 1.
But you should say that.
I'm supposed to say that.
But I don't even think that's not even hating. I think that's just being what you supposed to say.
Because like I said, if I don't believe in myself, who else is going to believe in me? So it's not that I'm being arrogant or something or saying, yeah, I can cut better than him, I can cut better.
Yes.
In my mind, I can cut better than anybody in the world.
You should.
Not Orangeburg, but just anybody. If I get a picture or I get a symbol somebody show me, I can do that.
Well, I think that's being like me. Like I play piano, and I know I got 5 close friends off my head who I know smoke me. But guess what I'm gonna say? They be like, you good? Be like, hey, I'm good enough to get paid to do what I do.
I make a check.
I get it.
You doing all right?
Shout out to you. I ain't gonna say that.
No, I'm going.
I ain't gonna say that. But I'm glad you said that. Do you feel like the community supports you as a whole? We're not gonna pose just 1 or 2 bad individuals. Just as a whole, do you feel like the community supports your barbershop?
Yes.
In your movement?
Yes, my movement, man. I give big shots out to Orangeburg, man. I really love you guys, man. And to be honest, man, y'all supported me through my ups, through my downs, through my naysayers, through anybody. It just with Orangeburg, my community support me. My hood, different hoods. I moved to another atmosphere. I moved to another side of town, and I still get supported.
You do, man.
So I never can say that y'all never support me, cause I love you guys, man. Between us, if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't be no me. It wouldn't be. If it wouldn't be, if you won't come get a haircut, then that wouldn't be no. I can't keep these lights on. I can't help no one. I can't do nothing that I do. I can't support my family. So I give y'all guys the most up respect, man. And just if you don't get your haircut by me, get your haircut. Look like somebody. Just do something for yourself. A haircut brings you out. A haircut makes you look good.
Let me tell you, so I like Spice Adams. He do these funny commercials behind. I mean, he don't got a.
Oh yeah, I be following him on.
And then
he get one. What's up? Yeah, Spice pretty cool.
But that is so real, man. So the community support you. So one of the big steps you made in the past 2 years, as you guys see the location we at, you see the location on top. You're looking for a good cut. You click on it. You come check them out. Getting your own shop. And let me tell you guys a story. This is a true story. No cap. Well, I was in here on a Friday. Guy came in here. I thought he was just a local guy. Be small talk. That fella said he was from Alaska. He's from Alaska.
Right.
He looked online and just said, I'm gonna stop being read some reviews. So like I said, when I first met Rudy, he was working at fairs. So that's taught transition from being a worker. Well, you're still an entrepreneur because you really have your own thing. Being an apprentice, not an apprentice. When you was at fairs doing your own thing, you had your chair. That's how the transition from going from that to where the establishment we at now to the bone.
The transition is being able to be yourself. I wouldn't call it a boss because I don't believe in a boss. I believe in a leader. A leader will lead you to the right direction of what you're going through. A boss is somebody who tell you something.
Correct.
So my transition was getting everybody aboard because, mind you, when I first got in the shop, I had 2 prominent barbers in the same area that was like, Rudy, I'm gonna come with you at the beginning of the school. No, I'm just being real. At the beginning of the school, they was like, yeah, Rudy, I'm gonna come with you and I'm gonna support you and we're gonna get the money together. At the end of the day, I ended up being in the shop 6 months by myself. They reneged and went back to wherever they, which I don't knock them for that. I applaud them because you know what it did for me? It made me stronger. So I give them big shots out. Yeah, it was on me. So I'm in here back to school by myself. And my cousin Journeys, he came in and he was like, Rudy, can I get a chair? I was like, man, you can get the back there. And he was like, well, okay, well, I'll get the back. And one thing led to another. Then my other cousin, JB, he came in. We got another barber, Rudy. He stepped in, and it just made me to the point where it was more humble that I realized that God didn't really want them in my shop. Yeah. He wanted me to have my family. You wanted them in your shop. I wanted them in my shop because their name was popping, and it was like, oh, well, this person here doing pretty good, and I wanted that because I was like, oh, we flourishing. Yep. But once that didn't acquire, I said, well, God, show me another sign. He was like, well, Rudy, man, you just got to do it by yourself. And I did it for the whole 6 months. It caused strenuous on my house, but it built up to now. It's like, okay, well, let's get our couple of dollars and let's go home. So
faith, I want to quote the scripture. Faith without works is dead. So Rudy just would have believed it's going to happen.
I was just on that. I was on that.
But you know what he did? Put the work in. That's my favorite. One of my favorite proverbs.
Put the work in.
Faith without works is dead. Which means you could talk it, but if you ain't doing nothing, it don't matter.
Don't matter.
And he put the work in. Like I said, I've seen it. This is not. And what reason why I like shout out Rudy for giving me my first one-on-one because I've known Rudy now for over 10 years. 10, 12, 15 years now.
Never changed. Always been a good person.
15 years. He gave Eminem Podcast. He gave us our first 1,000 views interview.
Right. Cause see, with that, they want to know how you rolling or how you playing or what's going on with you. Because once you sit back from the scene, everybody like, what are you doing? As soon as you get an interview, everybody like, oh, well, let me interact with that and see what's going on. What Rudy got going on? So it just.
But see, I don't like because you. And I'm a toot his own horn again.
Nah, man, stay off the horn, man.
No, but I'm not. And this stuff I'm saying, I'm not putting an egg on top. I'm just saying straight. This is just straight facts. It can be checked. Rudy, I'm in the shop right now. I'm looking at a corner right now. I'm looking at a picture, a frame of a letter from the governor, Nikki Haley.
Right.
Let me repeat that, y'all. Right. Tell you about that. I'm looking at a letter from ex-governor Nikki Haley addressed to Tyrone Bonaparte for his service in the community.
And then it's more about giving back because coming from where I come from, you didn't really have anything. So for me to shake hands with politicians like James Clyburn, back to school, I give back to that every year free. I go up to the Technology Center at Orangeburg Wilkinson, Mr. Miller, he comes through, and Mayor Miller, he comes through, and it's just shaking hands with different people. I've been at the OC Tech, which you allowed me to come through.
Let's put a button on that. Let's speak on that.
So it's more to giving back. You always receiving, but can you give back sometimes? A lot of shops don't give. I try to do my back to schools. I do my hot dogs. I'm trying to give back to the community.
Pile up in the corner. Everybody
we gotta
donate
work.
Something.
We gotta work, man. And these kids, they need a figure that always. You're not always out here on drugs. You ain't selling drugs. You ain't pulling your gun out. And you need somebody that come from where you come from. Believe it or not, I done did the guns. I done did the jail. I done did all that. I'll come up.
And your story's real. Let me tell y'all something about Rudy. We're going to go back to because he did the OC Tech thing for me. I had a project for a business class, and he had to bring somebody entrepreneur from the neighborhood, a real entrepreneur, not neighborhood, from the city. Rudy comes and does the talk for me. So I guess there's some night schools going on, some different classes still there. A brother came in, that I didn't know the brother. But the brother knew Rudy.
Lorenzo Dooley.
Shout out Lorenzo Dooley.
Dooley boy.
Rudy, this is a grown man. I'm talking about a man. Take it how you want to take it. This is a real man.
Right.
Stood up in that room full of people, was in tears, saying Rudy didn't know it, but he viewed him as an inspiration.
Wow. I broke down.
We couldn't write that movie.
I broke down. This was there.
We couldn't write the movie. The brother said, "You don't know it." Cause I don't know. I guess he from y'all side.
He was in there getting his truck driver's license. Right now, he got his own truck and he's working on another one.
See, that man said,
how long that was?
Oh, that probably was like 3-4 years ago.
3-4 years ago, he done when he got his own truck. Now he's working on another one.
I just never forget that.
I see him all the time. What's up, brother?
This man said, "You don't know it," in tears.
Mm-hmm.
But you were an inspiration to me.
Right.
That's what it's supposed to be about.
Keeping it up.
So we want to thank you, Rudy. Anything else you want to say to the people, man? I want to thank you from Office Sports Life for giving my first one-on-one.
Mm-hmm.
So anything you want to say to the people before we sign out?
Believe in yourself, man. Mm-hmm. I really don't have much to say because I really like speaking through my words and my work. But to any young barber out here or anybody who's trying to inspire themselves, just believe in yourself. And if you need any counseling or need help, come talk to me. I'll give it to you. With us, we stigmatize each other that barbers don't like each other or we don't agree with each other. But I'm willing to help anyone or whatever I got going on. If you're going through it, let me know. And last but not least, man, if you're not getting your hair cut from to the bone, go somewhere and get your hair cut.
Get your hair cut.
But I prefer you to come here though. Because we're going to give you a good atmosphere. We're going to cut your hair. We're going to have a good time. We're going to enjoy it. It's a barbershop. So
tell them the address for the people that's going to be watching this on YouTube. Tell them what the address is.
Okay, the address is Orangeburg, South Carolina, 29118, 1076 Boulevard Street. The name of the shop is To The Bone Barbershop. If not, you can follow me on Instagram, Rudy the Barber 1. And I like to appreciate Marvin for giving me this outlook or this outlet for showing my talent or just talking to the people in general. And when he came to me with it, I was home one night and I saw his podcast. I'm gonna be frank with you. I told him, I said, "Hey Marvin, I inboxed him. I said, "Hey Marvin, man, I want to talk my ish."
He hit me with a shook knife.
I said, "Yo, I want to talk my ish." He didn't respond that night, but that next morning he came back and was like, "What you got to say, bro?" So one thing led to another. Now we are here, and I'm glad I got a chance to really relate to people and talk to them about being a barber in Orangeburg, small town, man. Thank y'all, and I appreciate it.
Let me tell you guys too, this Small Sports Life signing out. Do not underestimate small towns. This is me speaking as a client. A lot of them big time barbers here making the kind of money you think they're making. Let me say, not big time, but them big cities. So we up out of here.
Out of here. See y'all later. All right.